Oh, hello, it's Magda. I hope everybody's well. And it's a big hello from sunny Lyme Regis. The weather is still glorious. Today's video, a little short video, is just to follow up my blog that I've written and posted on LinkedIn and my Safe and Legal Facebook profile. And that's to do with debunking a very common myth that if you had any previous martial arts or combat or self-defense training, you ought to, by law, give a verbal warning 3 times. Sometimes people say that you've got to say that 3 times before you take any action. Well, firstly, not necessarily you'd have time to do that. Depending on the circumstances and the situation. Secondly, as I always say, your awareness, behavioral, situational and environmental is a key, and other personal safety measures that play a role would need to be put in place. So hopefully you'd avoid any potential dangers. And the any use of physical force should always be your last resort. But having said that, if that was not the case and we had to use force, do we have to give verbal warning if we had any training in self-defense combat martial arts? No, we don't. No, we don't. And I found this out from Mark Dawes, and when I was at the NFBS course taking part. And Mark Dawes is relentless in sort of researching and finding out the truth. And he was quite committed to find out whether that's the case and it's required by law or not. It took him some time, but he did. He succeeded, obviously. And he met quite an old lawyer who said, no, it's bollocks. Of course it's not. Where it mostly comes from and when it started, it's I've never watched it really, but I know what it is. It's a series with Roger Moore called The Saint, and apparently one of the episodes, one or two, before taking any physical action, he's warning his opponent that he had such and such training in judo, and he needs to warn him before he throws a judo chop or whatnot. And that's where it comes from. And then people thought, oh God, yes, we've got to do this. We've got to use a verbal warning before we take any physical action. So yeah, there it is. There it is. Pretty simple explanation. In the blog, it's sort of explored in more depth and explained a bit better. But also, when you think about it from a self-protection and self-defense point of view, if you would be to give a verbal warning and state, I am black belt in karate or kickboxing, and I ought to warn you that I can use my skills to defend myself, what you ultimately doing is giving your attacker the knowledge, about your skills and the level of skills and what you're capable of, and you're taking away a crucial, vital element of surprise, which is so important in self-defense to determine whether it's successful and efficient. And yes, so that would be a key point here, because surprise, speed, mindset, and aggression of action, violence of action are key elements to use of physical force, providing that's a big thing here. It's necessary and reasonable in the circumstances. So you can say the action was necessary, I've used reasonable force, and you can justify your actions. Providing, okay? Please don't forget that and remember that always, always. All right. Okay, so if you want to read a little bit more, go to my Facebook page or go to LinkedIn, where you can find me and have a read. I greatly appreciate any comments. Again, more than welcome. Any input. I'm always very open to any discussion about it. And as always, what I'm asking you to do, if you could, and it helps me hugely with doing my videos, is to play a like button, press a like button if you think there is value in here for you and useful information. Press a share button if you think anyone else could benefit from it, and subscribe if you think that any future videos would relate to you or to your friends or family. And that would be absolutely amazing. Okay, have the absolutely gorgeous rest of the day. I wish you a very good evening and lots of love from me as always. Bye.